Today at Home with Miss Joan, Preacher and I are going to show you just how easy it is to freeze your garden corn. Now, I've already got a video out there showing you how to can your corn. So today we're going to be putting up some for the deep freeze. 10 dozen. He has the hard part. He's already shucked it outside, got rid of all them, and he brought it inside to clean it. And he takes a toothbrush and holds it under running water and gets all the silks off. And then he's got a strainer down under all this corn catching those silks, so it won't go down our drainer, so don't worry about that. Right now we're just getting started. I'll let you know how many it makes when it gets through, because I have pulled off 18 ears out of it to save us some corn on the cob. We're going to have a good day. We're going to have some good frozen corn for the deep freeze when we get through. Y'all stay tuned in. The next step after they've been shucked, washed, and silked is to cut them off the cob. And this is what we do. I either use a tube pan, that's what my mom called this, a tube pan, or a bunt pan. See how ripple is? That's a bunt pan. It's because it's so easy to stick the point of your corn right here, and it holds it real firm so you can cut it off. And then I just start, I don't like go deep. If I wanted to go all the way to the cob, that would be what you call whole kernel corn that you want to put up. We want to put up cream corn, so I'm trying to just take off the tips or the small top layer of the corn with my knife, because I'm going to come back while I'll show you and get all that juice out of there here in a minute. This is just a sharp knife, and these little things right here, I'm telling you, that's a wonderful tip to help you, because I was chasing my cob everywhere when I was trying to cut the corn off until I discovered this little trick. Now, I'm going to go back and take the rough end of my knife and I'm going to pull the juice out. Mama called this milking the corn because it does look like milk when it comes out. Like that. Now I'm going to show you with a spoon what I'm talking about. Watch me. I'm going to dip down in here. You see all that juice? See it? Whew, that makes your cream corn so good. If you just won't cut off too much, too deep right here, just get a little bit. Go back and skim it with your knife or scrape it. As I said, us country people, we call it milking. See, I'm still milking this one. I'll know when I get all the way around, I'll see how dry the places are, and I'll know I've been all the way around. All right, now I'm going to show you one other little thing too. If you got an electric knife, you can use it. Boy, now that makes it fast. Look at that. Another little tool is this scraper right here. I use this like when I'm dividing my bread loaves. But we discovered it makes a dandy scraper for your corn. But it is a right nice little trick there. So, there's another little tip. But anyway, now I'm going to show you. See all this extra that we got off there? And this right here, see how creamy it is? It don't look dry at all, does it? I mean, anywhere I squished a spoon on here, I can get up some juice, as Mama called milk. All right, we're going to keep cutting this corn off right here, and we're going to show you just how easy it is to get it ready for your freezer. Y'all, look at here. We had what I call a dish pan full. And look here, see how creamy it is? But there it is. But this, I'm going to cook it on the stove. So I'm going to add some water to it. I'm going to eyeball it here. This is a quart jar. I'm putting in about a half right now. I'm getting it to where it'll stir good and not stick, is what I'm trying to do. This is kind of heavy when you turn all of this over. I can tell I'm going to pour in full quart. We got all that juices in here too, where we scrub the cobs really good. Get it really, see, all of our juice. Okay. I'm going to put this tad more water because I'm the one stirring it. So at your house, you stir it good, and if it feels too heavy with corn, then you want to add just a little bit more water. I'm going all the way down to the bottom. Now somebody, this is the slow part, gonna have to stand here and stir this slowly. I like to use a egg flipper spatula, scratch the bottom of the pan, because even if you've got your heat on medium, it still is easy to stick. I wound up putting a 1.5 quarts of water in this, because man, I got a lot of corn. That looks about right. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this cook while I'm stirring it. And I see how white it is right now? Yellow, white. Well, Mother always said, Joan, cook it on the stove, slowly stirring it until the liquid turns somewhat clear. So once it, what she calls, changes colors, that's when we'll cut our stove off and we'll know it's ready to cool down, and then we'll show you how we're going to put it in the freezer. Boy, Heidi, this looks so good. Now look here, see what my mama called it's changed colors? You know how milky it was before? And now it just looks like it's a kind of translucent, I guess is the word, clear. Now you know your corn is ready. So I've cut it off. And I'm going to let it cool, because it's got to be really, really cool if you're going to put it in these freezer bags. So now's where you decide what kind of container you want to put it in. So I'm going to wait a while, let this cool down, and then we'll get it ready for the freezer. Well, now it's good and cool. I've got to decide how I'm going to store it in my freezer. And I've got these reusable containers that I've used for years. I'll show you what I do. You just know I'm crazy. That G on the bottom tells me to look for a green lid. The R for a red lid. That way I don't have to fumble through my drawers so much looking for lids. But anyway, this is a quart. And of course, it's just any kind of freezer container you can put it in. Mark it and you're ready to go. Of course, a quart, then you got 4 cups. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. And I've marked it. Cream corn and the date. I'll tell you, this will get eat up, I'm sure, way before it gets freezer burned. But I have enjoyed making this for y'all. Now I've got one out there already on how we can corn for the shelf. I really like that because it's set on your shelf ready to go. The power goes out. We like a little frozen corn too. And then before too long, I'm going to make a video show you how we cook this stuff up and season it, because it is so good. Of course, this today doesn't have anything but corn, and I added a little water just so it would stir good. So we'll season it up and everything when we go to cook it, and that'll be a different video. This has been such great fun today, getting this corn ready for the freezer and bringing all of y'all along. And we've done this together from At Home with Miss Joan. At home with Miss Joan, would you like? You know, whether you like it or not, okay? At home with Miss Joan, please subscribe. Sure does help this old girl's channel grow. Won't you share with friends and family? You know, like your mom and them, okay? Comment right here and you'll hear back from me. You know, preacher, get back with you, my daughter, me, somebody will right here from At Home with Miss Joan. Woo! Y'all check these videos out, okay?